Herrera. Flick on from Donaldson. Partridge with a chance to get the shot in. Oh, just over the top. Well, that was a good effort from Scott Partridge. The ball really rather coming at him at a slightly awkward height. He got the shot in well, and it was only inches over John Sheffield's bar in the end. But playing it forward towards Gibbs. A strong challenge from both Gibbs and McCall, and then Steve Tully going in, and all sorts of mayhem. They even had Andy McFarlane coming onto the field from the substitutes bench here. Well, really, that's just a little silly. It was a wild challenge from Steve Tully. But surely we don't need all of this. A yellow card for Steve Tully and one for Martin Barlow. It's the first time we've seen any sort of bad feeling at all erupt in this match. It seemed to all erupt very suddenly. I think that Andy McFarlane has been told that he can take no further part in the game. He's been sent to the dressing room by the referee. And I wonder whether that is a first. Better penalised. Challenge on Lee Power. Free kick quickly taken. Barlow curling it towards Sean McCarthy. Good jump from Gary Monk, though. And now Tully. Down the line for Partridge, who's onside. Now then, Scott Partridge. Checking inside, chance here. Down the goal from Scott Partridge. Well, he took that one as cool as you like. And he enjoys the celebrations as well he might. It was Steve Tully's ball down the line which set it all up. Partridge beating the offside trap. And he checked inside, and then when he saw the opportunity, curled it into the top. Donaldson getting the ball forward for Partridge, trying to get past Heathcote. Oh, and Sheffield had to come out and make the save in the end. Oh, Heathcote claiming he was shoved. I think if Partridge had got through, the goal would have stood. Waddle over the top for Partridge. Ledbetter's made a great run through the middle. Oh, the ball just played behind him. Oh, what a good chance for Torquay. Oh, Greg coming out now. Is that a penalty? Yes, it is. Well, a mix-up between Andy Gurney and Matthew Gregg, allowing Sean McCarthy in. Gregg came out and made the challenge. Down went McCarthy, and that's a penalty. And Gregg is going to be booked. Well, it'll be interesting to see what the decision is here from Barry Knight. It's a yellow card. As you can see, goalkeepers sent off in these sort of situations. Well, we were almost expecting this, weren't we? It was the way the script was written. Paul Gibbs against his old club with a penalty to try and level the scores, and he puts it in. Well, Paul Gibbs, cool as you like, gets the equaliser for Argyle. And, well, I suppose the way the story has been written, it was almost inevitable, wasn't it? The man who left Plainmoor to join Steve McCall and Kevin Hodges in the summer comes back to his old club and gets the equalising goal with just 8 minutes left. Gibbs looking to play the 1-2 with Earl Jean, and now in towards Dwight Marshall. Well, it might have been two in the space of 2 minutes, and Paul Gibbs very much at the centre of things. A lovely little 1-2 with Earl Jean, almost getting the ball in for Dwight Marshall. There's Barlow with the corner. And short for Jean. Now Barlow again. Jean looking for space, perhaps to turn. Attempt to play it back to Barlow. And now Matthew Gregg having to come out quickly again. Brave goalkeeping from the youngster. And he's found Chris Waddle. Partridge looking to make the run. Waddle timed the pass pretty well. Oh, and that's only just wide. Well, that was a beautifully weighted pass from Chris Waddle. Partridge just holding up on the run, and then somehow managing just to get the foot in ahead of Paul Watton, who looked favourite for it. The ball drifting wide. Earl Jean. Back for Gibbs. First time cross, it was a good one too, McCarthy. Well, that was only just over the top. Sean McCarthy, who has been pretty well marked right throughout this game, suddenly just finding a little bit of space in the Torquay penalty area. Powerful header, just too high. Now Barlow, wide for McCarthy, in towards Dwight Marshall. McCarthy again, little chip towards Mojay on the far side, and Gibbs just getting the hand in. In fact, it wouldn't have mattered because the referee's assistant had the flag up on the far side, but Torquay finishing the game under pressure. Herrera, wide for Scott Partridge. He's run himself into the ground this afternoon. Now Ledbetter. That's too strong for Partridge. The referee takes another look at his watch, and there is the final whistle. So, honours even in what's proved to be an intriguing, closely fought derby between these two sides. Probably deserve to share the points. Torquay and Argyll could both claim that they had the better of things for long spells during the game. Scott Partridge giving Torquay the lead with a neatly taken goal. And then, well, Paul Gibbs completing the fairy tale comeback for himself and for Argyll.
I think we bossed the game for maybe 70–80% of the game. We played some nice football, and I think up the last 15 minutes, I think we were the only side that did play football. And I've told the lads are dejected, but as soon as we can start to defend against the long ball game, we'll do all right.
I felt that on the day we created, the better chances, and could have probably have gone away with 3 points. But my motto always is that if you get anything away from home, it's very, very good. And credit to our supporters, they've come up, they've behaved themselves, got behind the team, and as I said, I'm happy with a point.
As I was walking up to take the penalty, Mac has just said to me, just do what you've always done. So it kind of made my mind up for me a bit, because I was going to change my mind again, because Greg knows which way I'm going to take it. But and fortunately for me, it went in. He got a hand to it, but it sneaked in the corner.
Plymouth down to 6th in the table, I'm afraid, but still just 2 points behind leaders Scunthorpe, who were beaten yesterday. Torquay are 18th with 13 points from their 11 games so far. United back in action at Mansfield on Friday night. Well, after the break, all the local scores and highlights, looking forward to a cash windfall next week. Goalkeeper Matthew Gregg on his way to Crystal Palace. So Ken Vasey was back in goal for Friday night's trip to Mansfield. All the main highlights now with Graham Sellers.
Schofield, Sedlin, Ledbetter with the foot in, didn't get him that time. Herrera in attendance. Oh, that was a bad clearance by Herrera. This is Ford. Well, Mansfield playing at keep ball. This is David Kerr. Back out to Sedlin. He's becoming a bit of a nuisance for Torquay down this right-hand side. That's another corner. Well, there's heads flying in. And it will be Sedlin again. Feed it into Ford. Sedlin seems to be playing a game of his own down that side. Decent ball in, that's a header by Peacock, and that's a goal for Mansfield. Lee Peacock, the scorer, and with a header from that range out, he couldn't really miss, could he? Well, once again, Jason Sedlin has been remarkable in these opening stages for Mansfield down that right-hand side. He's been teasing and tormenting Robbie Herrera at full-back position. As that ball came in, I don't think Ken Vasey had a prayer of saving that header from Peacock. Brian McGorry picked up well there. Still going, McGorry. He's got 1 or 2 options as well. That perhaps wasn't the best one. Although it might be now. Nice ball by Waddle, and that header coming in from Donaldson. And that's a goal kick now, but that really was half a chance for Torquay. That seemed to strike the left hand of Lee Peacock. Referee Mark Warren indicates that there was a push. This could be Peacock again. It is Peacock that strikes it, and well down to his right-hand side is Ken Vasey once again. Vasey has been in the right place for most of these shots this evening, and once again, he's done well. Another corner is their 7th. Ford takes it again. He's taken all 7. Robinson clears. David Kerr with the shot. Vasey couldn't have seen that till late. He was in the right place again, the Torquay number 1. The ball's broken for Scott Partridge. He's clean through Scott Partridge. Oh, that's an excellent save by keeper Bowling for Mansfield. Tips that one round for a corner. And Scott Partridge was trying to place it in the bottom right-hand corner there. Couldn't have done any better with the shot, I don't think. Bowling did well to tip that one around the post. Herrera again. Monkeys in there. Peacock manages to nod on to Lormer. Right on this far side is David Kerr. Wasn't the best of first touches though. And Waddle able to defend for Torquay. Williams. Well, the flag stays down. This is Tony Lormer, right-footed, and he's finished the game for Mansfield. That's 2-0, and Torquay will do well to come back for that from that deficit. Mansfield have called most of the shots in this game so far. There's not long left to go. And that shot from Lormer may well have killed Torquay off. 9th corner, 9th one for Tony Ford as well. Peters with the header. Gary Tallon. Vasey, well taken, but he spilled it. Peters, excellent block in the end. And Vasey redeemed himself there. He spilled the ball originally. There's that shot coming, he managed to get a block in it. Excellent block from Vasey. Well, he's kept Torquay in the game there. Nicely done, Brian McGorry. Nicely done indeed. It's right in front of Scott Partridge. Real chance here for Torquay. He's finished it, Scott Partridge. Torquay are back in the game with that goal there from Scott Partridge. Well, Brian McGorry did exceptionally well in the middle of the park. He saw the run of Partridge, played a beautifully weighted ball in front of him, and Partridge finished like a striker. Nice flick on there by Donaldson. McFarlane might be through here. He's got round the keeper, McFarlane. Gurney's left foot finish was cleared off the line. Would you believe it? Well, Andy McFarlane seemed to do everything right then. He got round keeper Ian Bowling, who was down early to say the least. Gurney seemed to get the ball stuck in his feet, but still got the left foot shot on target, and it was cleared off the line. What more can you do?
Anybody here tonight will see that maybe he's over the 90 minutes. We probably edged it. Although in the final third we weren't as cutting as they were. They've had 2 chances and stuck them away. We've maybe had 3 or 4 and we haven't. But that'll come. But I think defending-wise, we're not as strong as we should be.
Torquay struggling slightly then in 19th position, but still well clear of the early season relegation candidates Shrewsbury and Hull City. Points against Carlisle yesterday. Injury and suspension robbed them of strikers Andy McFarlane and O'Neill Donaldson. And assistant player manager Alex Watson was still sidelined with a knee injury. Our man at the match, Seth Conway.
Badeau capitalised on Brightwell's poor defending as Herrera to the left. Here is Herrera, just had to wait for it. And his ball will come through to McGorry. Oh, it's a smashing goal from Brian McGorry. He didn't even think he was going to be able to play today. Well, the Torquay players are pleased that he has done. He's given them a 1-0 lead. Herrera's ball was aimed for Partridge, but it came through to McGorry, and he absolutely buried it past Tony Craig. You won't see a better finish than that. It'll come to Ian Stevens. He's got 6 already this season, and Ken Vasey denies him his 7th. Stevens had come inside Gary Monk and tried to find the top corner, but there was Ken Vasey to turn it away. Forward by the hefty boot of Patterson. It may turn into a good ball for Ian Stevens. And he spots Damon Searle. There's Clark in support. Searle trying to do the hard work, which he's done amazingly well. Can he find the pullback? He has! And there's the equalising goal from Steve Finney. Summer signing from Swindon Town has put Carlisle back into this game. It's Torquay 1, Carlisle 1. Excellent work on the left from Damon Searle. He tricked the defence, just rolled it across to the near post, and there was Finney to apply the touch past Ken Vasey. Bowman. Header back in, and into the net. Oh, it's a sensational header. It's caught Torquay unawares, and they're now 2-1 down. From being in the lead, David Brightwell has headed Carlisle into a lead over the top of Ken Vasey. And a long ball through, headed away by Brightwell. Now McGorry to Badeau. It's a neat turn inside. He might find the finish. He has done. Oh, it's a smashing goal again. This time from Tony Badeau. He cut inside from the same side. The wind's coming across the goal, and he curled it past Craig. It's Torquay 2, Carlisle 2. It's Partridge. Tried to find Gurney, but Clark is there. As far as Wayne Thomas. It's an excellent ball over the top to Gurney. It may just fall for him. Oh, the pass was on, surely, for Tony Badeau. But Andy Gurney had the sight of goal himself. His left foot shot lacked any power. Tony Badeau did seem to be better placed. Robinson. Hadley. Now Hill to Herrera. Waddle will take over. Can't slot the ball through to McGorry. As Bowman finds Searle. Clark making a quick break alongside him, and it's going to come through to Peter Clark. Can he find the winner? Well, he should have done. He should have beaten Ken Vasey from there. Oh, and he knows it. Had a great opportunity just around Ken Vasey, slotted under him, but the Torquay keeper, all credit to him, made a good save. It's been a long journey for Carlisle. They have 1 point. They may still go home with all three as Patterson rises. Now back in. Header comes from Brightwell, and just over the top. Well, Brightwell was inches away from giving Carlisle a lead, what would have been a winning lead at this stage. He just couldn't get over the header.
We give them 2 goals, really. The first goal was comical, and second goal, free header at the far post. I mean, the lads did well to get it back across and load the goalie with it, but it's disappointing to give 2 goals away, especially at home. And I mean, second half, I thought we played some great stuff. Passed it around well, and yet they could have nicked it on that breakaway halfway through the second half. Well, last 15, but we're disappointed because it's every week. I think the manager's saying we're gifting teams goals, and it's true.
Torquay still struggling near the bottom of the table. They need to turn some draws into victories to pull clear of the danger zone. Well, all our local... They made the marathon trip to the northeast with high hopes of kick-starting their disappointing campaign with victory at Hartlepool. 3 points absolutely vital to ease their worries near the bottom of Division 3. All the highlights now with commentator Graham Sellers.
Torquay's second corner, it's long, and the keeper came for it. And Monk with a shot, was it? Partridge's shot blocked. There's an almighty scramble off the bar. Darren Knowles with the ball into the box eventually. Might fall to beach. Cleared by Monk or McGorry. They were together. And Hartlepool still with possession as Vasey's come for it. It falls to Paul Stevenson, and he makes no mistake from that distance. Ken Vasey came out for that ball. It drifted in the wind. And, well, it was calamity in the box, wasn't it? It's Stevenson, and there's a number of bodies in there. It was Beach with the header, and it bounced off the bar. Tully looking for Partridge. Beautiful ball by Tully. Partridge, he's done well, needs to get a shot in. Scott Partridge got one in. Holland's parried it. And Ingram will clear. This is Craig Midgley. Knowles. Michael Barron. Rather Tommy Miller on the ball. Miller's cross in, and Vasey struggled there, and the ball's in the back of the net. Hartlepool have scored their second goal, and it's Stephen Howard that's put the ball into the back of the net. Well, Howard's a real handful for any defence, and as soon as Vasey couldn't get his hands on that cross whipping across the face of the goal, then Howard just had to bundle the ball in. Gurney needs support. Almost found it in the referee. This is Steve Tully. Oh, decent ball in by Tully. Gurney with a header, excellent save, but it's in the net anyway. It's a goal for Torquay, and Tony Beddoe is the scorer. Well, it was a super ball in from Tully, and that save from a stretching Martin Holland, but it just came straight out to Beddoe, couldn't miss. Game on. Paul Stevenson looking for the run of Howard. Well, Thomas is in there. Well, the referee's awarded a free kick to Hartlepool here. The question is, will Hartlepool's Paul Stevenson make Torquay pay? He clips it in. Well, as a Rooker player's gone up, and the ball is once again in the Torquay net. Torquay have been made to pay from that Stevenson free kick. 3-1. The ball still bobbling about. This is Chris Beach. It's gone in. I don't believe it. That's 4-1.
Yeah, I thought first off our performance was very good, and then second half come out and we're a different side. Absolutely. In fact, you know, I'd go as far to say like it was embarrassing second half.
Well, still very tight down there in the danger zone. Torquay 3 off the bottom with 15 points from 15 games. Well, that's it for now. Hopefully better ones have been disappointing, and manager Wes Saunders has also been frustrated in the transfer market this week. Victory at Scarborough the top priority. Graham Sellers, our commentator.
Well, it's a decent counter-attack by Torquay, this. If Beddoe can find Partridge, this is Partridge! Oh, he should have scored, and another good save by Elliott. Still Partridge, though. Oh, dear me, that was a super opportunity for Torquay to have taken the lead. Well, Tony Beddoe had made a superb run down the right-hand side. He crossed it in, and when you saw Partridge in that position, you'd expect that he would have scored. He'll be very disappointed with himself. Hoyland, the former Burnley connection there. And this is Campbell just trying to hustle his way through, but well done, Wayne Thomas. This is Beddoe. Tony Beddoe has done exceptionally well once again. Torquay are in here at the back. It's still Beddoe. Chance here, only screwed it to the left of Elliott's upright. Well, that was a sensational run by Tony Beddoe down this near side, and seemed to run a merry dance around the Scarborough defence, which was almost non-existent, and just couldn't provide the finish. Bullymore. Scarborough spraying it about a bit. This is Paddy Atkinson. He's been a little bit of a menace down that side. Brodie's in there. It's Brodie's header, and it's narrowly wide of the target. Paddy Atkinson slipped there. Campbell's flick on, and in at the back stick was Jason Lydiate. How did he miss that one? Herrera. An unlucky deflection, and this is Steve Brodie, not the man you want to give the ball. Robinson's shot. Oh, what a save by Vasey. Brilliant. And this is Chris Waddle. One for Partridge to chase. Well, he's got there, Partridge. Beddoe's arriving in support. He's found Beddoe. Well, Beddoe has... It's opened up for him. Well, that was a shot. Partridge! He just went in off his head. Torquay have taken the lead. Torquay have taken an 86th minute lead. Scott Partridge with his 7th goal of the season. Well, Scarborough chasing the game. It's come through to Robinson. Might fall for Brodie. Robinson's there. It's still bobbling about, and Gurney clears. It's a corner. Brodie with Scarborough's sixth corner. Vase's come for it. Oh, it's in! Scarborough have equalised! It's an 88th minute equaliser. Torquay's lead is short-lived, 1-1.
We've had to patch the side up with the injuries we've got, etc. I think I would have been quite happy with a point coming here. But saying that, when you go 1-0 up with 5 minutes to go, I'm very disappointed, and the lads are very disappointed in there.
Still big problems for Torquay down near the bottom. We've said it before, but they really need to turn some of those draws into victories. So that's it. Hope you've enjoyed
the club. Waddle was signed on a match-to-match contract and played only 7 times for the Gulls.
We're sorry in some ways, and we expected it though. Mainly, I think it's a long way to travel. You get these top players down, they don't realise how players in the south got to travel so much to matches. You know, our last 2 games, one at Scarborough and one at Hartlepool. And I think he found it a little bit difficult travelling all the way.
It's believed Waddle's already attracting the attention of other clubs. Well, there's football...
His departure after Saturday's match at Scarborough, Scott Bingham reports.
There were high hopes when Chris Waddle arrived at Plymouth to join up with his old friend and former Newcastle teammate Wes Saunders on a week-to-week contract. The 37-year-old former England star had enjoyed the highs and the lows of a glittering career, and recent performances for the Gulls had been encouraging. Now, after just 7 weeks, Waddle has walked out, but club chairman Mervyn Benny said the split was amicable.
I don't think he liked the travelling like most northern people. When they come down here, they realise that we do a lot of travelling, and it is a terrible lot, and I don't think he enjoyed it travelling that much. And as I say, I think he thought this would call it a day. But there's, you know, between him and the club, there's no animosity at all.
Waddle was unavailable for comment today, but his playing career may yet continue. News of his departure has already seen a flurry of other clubs anxious to make use of his talents, including Torquay's third division rivals, Cambridge United.
It was local success.
Torquay United officials are worried that stray balls will injure fans behind the goal and could lead to legal action. They've already had to compensate one woman who had her glasses smashed by a mishit shot. Well, there weren't too many goal-bound attempts during the match either. Torquay 0, Cardiff 0, the final score. The full story from Martin Dean.
Yes, I suppose one or two cynics will be suggesting that the two teams weren't allowed to shoot on target during the game either. It wasn't quite like that, although I have to say that the match didn't live up to any great heights. Torquay, though, will be slightly disappointed at having to settle for another draw here at Plainmoor after having the better of the contest. And now Carpenter with a shot. That was Witter getting the foot in the way, and as well he did. Still the ball not dead. Delaney with the cross. Nugent! Oh, Vasey doing well. He may have lost control of the ball eventually, but he had to come across and make the save then, Ken Vasey. Looking to get to the byline. He's got past his man well. McGorry with a shot across goal. Now Partridge. Oh, there's a whole host of bodies in there. And eventually it's Kevin Nugent who gets it clear for Cardiff. And that was something of a let off for the visitors. Thomas. It's deep towards the far post. Kevin Hill coming in. Oh, Hallworth. How did he keep that one out? Well, full credit to John Hallworth there. He really did pull something out of the bag. Now Partridge. There's Beto to his left. No support elsewhere. Might go all the way himself, Scotty Partridge. He does like to go on these runs. Oh, well. The run looked exciting. The shot, not so, I'm afraid. Well, that's the 8th time in 16 contests that Torquay have had to settle for a single point. They need to start turning those draws into wins. It's finished. Torquay United 0, Cardiff City 0.
Well, Plymouth Argyle came back to on a month's loan. They need him too. United's slide down the table has coincided with Alex Watson's enforced injury layoff, and too many winnable matches have ended in draws. Well, before the match, Torquay officials banned shots on goal during the warm-up. They were worried about legal action from fans hit by wayward shooting. The club has already compensated a woman whose glasses were smashed by a mishit shot. So, could Torquay strikers be more accurate during the game and return to winning ways against Cardiff? The commentator, Martin Dean.
Well, contrary to what one or two of the detractors have suggested, I'm assured that the ban on shooting on goal doesn't extend to the game itself. Torquay could certainly do with getting one or two shots on target. They've now gone 9 games without a win. They find themselves, of course, up against one of the form teams in Division 3. Cardiff beaten just once in the last 10 games, although their record here isn't quite so impressive. Just 2 wins in 16 visits to Plymouth. Getting a little flick on for Scott Partridge. Looking to turn away from Young. And that could be a good ball for McGorry. McGorry's got a bit of space. He should get the shot in here. And Hallworth making a good save in the end. And that was a good opportunity for Torquay.